here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sandcats franchise here in the playoffs of year number 7. Last episode, we took on the Moonstars in Game 1 of the conference finals and won in a rather convincing manner, 17-0 behind Royce Weeby. Today, it's going to be our forward pitcher, Johnny Rowland on the hill, versus the Moonstars ace, Alicia Woodrow, as they look to stave off elimination and try to force Game 3. On the other side of the bracket, the 4-seeded Wideloads kept their hot streak going, beating the Buzzards 10-1. They're going to have their 4-pitcher on the hill, Kerry Wayward, versus the Buzzards 4-pitcher, Mark Harbormouth, formerly of the Nemesis, while Wayward is formerly of the Overdogs. Or, Overdogs? Yeah, Overdogs. That's right. So let's jump into the action today. Rowland versus Woodrow. Woodrow, of course, having pitched already in the postseason. Let's take a quick check at her stats real quick. That is not the stats I was thinking of. There we go. Woodrow in her first start threw 5 2/3 scoreless innings, giving up only 3 hits and 1 walk while recording 7 strikeouts. She also hit a batter. Got the victory in that start against the Herbivores. I believe that was a shutout win. I believe 5-0. So let's jump into this game here. Have a look at our lineup real quick. Mosley leads off at second. Mackey in right field will bat second. Cross will bat third, DHing. Bentley will bat fourth in first base. Marin will bat fifth in center. Kawaguchi will bat sixth at third. Golden bats seventh in left. Robertson bats eighth at shortstop. And Camden Brennan, the catcher, will be batting number 9. Let's jump into the action here, and let's see if we can sweep the series and head to our 3rd consecutive finals and look to clinch our 3rd consecutive title. We're going to be on the road here in game number 2. We are heading to Big Sky Ballpark, adjacent to the airport here for the Moonstars. Let's see if we can actually sweep the series here. I mean, last night, I know I was half asleep for most of that, but that was an ass-kicking. The only thing more convincing than that was the 21-4 ass-kicking we gave the Blowfish. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's have a look at the Moonstars lineup here today. Sicily bats first at second. Dexter is at third. Song at first. Luster in right. Lowe is still catching. Chops at shortstop. Tantrum in left. Turbo Miles is DHing today instead of Lennox Bauer. And Blackburn is once again in center field. So the only change in the lineup is Turbo Miles is DHing. Everything else is the exact same as game number 1. They're hoping this will put something together for some hits. Woodrow ready. Here's the pitch. Ooh, paint. You can't hit 99-mile-an-hour paint. Oof, oh, 1-2. That's a hanger. I should have waited back on that one. Ball 2. Slider rips right at Chops. What a leap. 1 out. Brings up Mackey, the right fielder, hitting .375, 3 homers and 3 RBIs in the playoffs. Good slider there from Woodrow. Another slider right in the same spot, but it's right at Tantrum. 2 down. 2 hard hit balls, 2 hard hit outs, and here's Hezekiah Cross, the DH, batting .500, 2 homers, 4 RBIs in the postseason. And, well, he punishes that curveball. That did not get quite in enough. That's in the second deck and right. That's the 3rd homer of the postseason for Cross. The DH is feeling it, and he puts us up 1-0 early here in the first. Brings up Bentley, .692 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs in the postseason so far. Still locked in at the plate. Good fastball. That's a hanging breaking ball, and, well, Bentley's not going to miss that. That's back-to-back homers for the Sandcats once again. They're up 2-0 here in the first on back-to-back shots from Cross and Bentley, each hitting their 3rd homers of the postseason. Both on hanging breaking balls, too. Well, actually, Bentley's was a hanger. Cross just turned on his and said, I got it. There's Marin. He had game 1 off in the series. He's only 1 for 5 in the postseason. 1 RBI. I believe that's 2 for 10, actually. That's a hanging up, breaking ball up in the zone, and that's down for a hit. Marin will start turning his hitting numbers around as he gets a single here to keep the inning going. Here's Kawaguchi hitting .583, a homer, and 7 RBIs for the 3rd baseman. She homered in game 1 of the series, I believe. Late. That's a pickoff, not in time. Marin back. Fastball away, skied to center. This should be an easy catch for Blackburn to end the inning. It is. Sandcats, though, put 2 on the board on 2 homers, back-to-back from Cross and Bentley. Bottom 1. Sicily, Dexteris, and Song will face Roland. Sicily is still hitless in the playoffs as she comes in tense. Roland had an interesting season. I believe he finished 2-2 on the year, or 3-1. He did not have as dominant of a year as he normally does, so he's on the bubble when it comes to staying on the team next season. Needs a good showing in the postseason, and Brennan drops that ball right down the middle. What in the world was he thinking about? Must be tired. 0-2. Swung through a changeup. Johnny Roland starts it with a punch-out. Here's Dexteris. .375 average for the veteran. No homers or RBIs as of yet. Ooh, good check. 1-2. Tough out active for Dexteris as he takes a changeup in the dirt. Skies that fastball down the left field line. Golden coming in a few steps. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Song, the first baseman, hitting .235 in the playoffs. Wow. Not great numbers at all for a guy of his caliber, let me tell you. Good slider from Roland, 0-1. Swung through the heater, 0-2. But down and in, chased it in the dirt, grounded to Robertson. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Roland to start the game. Top 2 we go. It remains 2-0. Golden, Robertson, and Brennan, the bottom 3 in our order, up against Woodrow. Golden's hitting .333 in the playoffs. No homers, 1 RBI. He's only played in Game 1 of the series. Had a great hitting performance, 2 for 6. Skies that one to left center. That might drop out there if Blackburn doesn't get on it, and he doesn't. It is a base hit for Golden. Puts him on at first, and that's going to bring up Vihan Robertson. The shortstop also has only played in 1 game in the postseason. He went 3 for 5 in the game against the Moonstars last time out. 1 homer on the line score. Drove in 3. Strike the letters, 0-1. I think I chased that one. Late on the heater at the knees, and he's down on strikes. 1 out. Brings up Brennan, the catcher, hitting .500 in the postseason. No homers, 2 RBIs so far. Sky ball to left field. It should be an easy catch for Tantrum at the warning track. It is. 2 down. Brings up the leadoff hitter Mosley. He's 0 for 1. Good changeup from Woodrow. Caught the corner. Curveball in the middle of the zone. That's a hanger. That's going to get into the left field corners. It gets by his Tantrum as he can't field it off the wall. Throw comes into third. Is late. It is a double for Mosley as the runners are at second and third now for Mackey. He's 0 for 1. Looking to come in clutch here for his team. Turns on that breaking pitch. That's getting to the corner. Will it get down? Yes, it will, as it's out of Tantrum's reach. Should be a single for Mackey as he wisely hangs on at first. 2 runs scored. It is 4-0 Sandcats. Now to bring up Cross. Homered in his first at bat of the game as he pulled a curveball into the second deck in right field. Now he's going the other way. Liner to left. Another base hit. Sandcats just keep the hit train rolling here as that extends the inning for Bentley. Bentley also homered in his first at bat. He crushed a hanging curveball into the left field seats. See what he does here. Wisely takes one high. That's outside. 2-0 as Woodrow's falling behind. I didn't notice that Woodrow got walk prone. I think that happened during this season, and I just never, put 2 and 2 together. 2-1. Late on that heat, 2-2. Fist sit up the middle over the diving chops. That's going to be a base hit. Cross heading for third, beats the throw, run scores. It's 5-0 on the single by Bentley. Brings up Marin, 1 for 1 with a single. Marin looking to keep the inning alive here. fists that fastball, Jesus, up the middle. A base hit for Marin. He drives in a run. It's now 6-0 as Cross scores from third. 2 on now for Kawaguchi. Flew out in her first at bat. She's 0 for 1. Turns on that fastball, crushes it to left center field. Does it have enough to get out? Not quite, as it's off the high wall out there. Run scores easily. Second run's trying to score. He will score as well. It's 8-0 Sandcats. Double for Kawaguchi, and it keeps the inning going as they break it open early. Golden up now, 1 for 1 with the single. Woodrow is rattled out there. Hanging curveball. Golden takes it deep to center towards the batter's eye. It is into the shrubbery over the leaping glove of Blackburn. First homer of the postseason for Golden. Second together of the year. He only had 1 in the regular season as well. It is now 10-0 Sandcats as they're breaking it open. This game may already be over. Here's Robertson, who's 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at bat. Sandcats have batted around in the inning already. Sky ball to center. And Robertson records 2 of the 3 outs in the inning. Inning ends after an 8 spot is on the board as the Sandcats just said, you know what, we want this over with now. Luster, Lowe, and Chops do up against Rowland. Luster is locked in and also juiced, hitting .467 with an RBI in the postseason. Curveball just low from Luster, 1-0. Slider inside, fisted up the middle by Luster, good hit by him, as that's the first of the game for the Moonstars. Leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Newt Lowe, the catcher, hitting .250 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Fastball in the dirt, taken, ball 1. 2-0 count to Lowe. Heater up, taken high, 3-0 count now. Slider down in the way is called strike, 3-1. Change it down and in, taking ball 4 as that's just inside. Hitting a walk to start the inning, put 2 on for the Moonstars as here shortstop Savannah Chops, hitting a measly .083 in the playoffs. Strike in there, 0-1. I believe that is either a 1 for 11 mark. One-two count here to Chops. Takes the slider inside, 2-2. Fastball down and in, breaks the bat as it's sent over to Kawaguchi. Runs in, taps third, fires to first, double play. Good heads-up play by Kawaguchi. His runner is at second now with 2 down for Tantrum. RBI man active for the left fielders. He's hitting .385 with a homer and 2 RBIs in the postseason. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Low curve, 1-1. Change up and in, called a strike, 1-2. Fastball down in the way, taken outside, 2-2 count now. Slider down and in, full count now as the runner might go. Curveball down in the way, dribbled off of Roland's glove. He's giving chase. He recovers quickly, and that will end the inning. Good hustle by the pitcher to make up for the drop. Top 3 we go. Moonstars get a hit and a walk, but can't do anything with them. Top 3, it's still 10-0. Brennan, Mosley, and Mackey do up. Brennan's 0 for 1 today. Flew out in his first at bat. Curveball outside is skied to center field. Should be an easy play for Blackburn. It is. 1 down. Brings up Mosley. Doubled in his second at bat. He's 1 for 2. Came around to score. Woodrow still rattled out there. 2-0 the count. That was high. I chased that. 2-1. Outside. 3-1. Walk prone active for Woodrow. Fastball low in the zone, taken to right center field. That's hanging up, though, as Blackburn runs it down in the gap. 2 down. Brings up Mackey, 1 for 2. Singled in 2 runs his last time up. Change up low and outside, 1-0. Curveball up and away, catches the corner, 1-1. Fastball outside, 2-1. Slider low middle of the zone, taken to deep center. Blackburn back for it though, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Woodrow. She really needed that one. Bottom three, Miles, Blackburn, and Sicily due up. Turbo Miles getting his first start of the series here. He's hitting .091 in the playoffs. Curveball in there, 0-1. Change up low, 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Change up low and away, line to first, right at Bentley, 1 down. Brings up Blackburn, hitting .300, no homers or RBIs so far. Swings through a slider, 0-1. Changeup caught the outside corner and high, 0-2. Curveball down and in, ripped up the middle by Blackburn. That's going to drop for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Moon Stars. Runner will be on with 1 down in the inning here for the top of the lineup, and Sicily, who's 0 for 1. Struck out in her first at bat when she was way early on a changeup. Diving play by Mosley robs her of a base hit. Great play. Links up Dexteres is 0 for 1. Curveball hit down the left field line. Kawaguchi dives and cuts it off, but Dexteres has the speed to beat it out. It's an infield single. 2 on now for Song, who's 0 for 1. Slider down and in. He's turned on and foul, 0-1. Fastball check swing outside, 1-1. Curveball down and away, check swing called a strike, 1-2. Changeup up and in. Song's early, but fouls it back. 1-2. Fastball up and away. Popped up. Second base. Mosley back for it. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Moonstars get 2 more hits, but don't do anything with them. Top 4. It's still 10-0. Cross, Bentley, and Marin do up. Cross, 2 for 2. Homer and a single today. He's scored twice. Count quickly to Cross. Low slider ripped up the middle, base hit. 3 for 3 day for Cross so far as he's on the lead off the inning. Brings up Bentley. He's also 2 for 2. Homer and a single. He's driven in 2 runs. Laid on the high heat, 0-1. Hard liner to right center. Will that get down? Yes, it will. That's a base hit. Blackburn comes up throwing for third. Cross beats the throw barely. Runners at the corners now for Marin, who's 2 for 2 as well. He has 2 singles, and he scored twice and driven in a run. Woodrow starting to tire, already up over 50 pitches here in the 4th inning. Strike in there, 0-1. Good fastball. Fists that one down the right field line. That is hooking foul, and will be out of reach. 0-2 the count. High fastball hit up the middle. Diving is off of Sicily's glove at second. That's going to be an infield single for Marin. Runner scores from third. It's now 11-0. Kawaguchi up next. Doubled in 2 runs her last time up. Looking to keep it rolling. Outside, ball 1. Kawaguchi also scored her last time on base. Foul off, 1-1. Way out in front of that changeup. Slider inside. Sky ball to center. In on its Blackburn. Calls off chops. Makes the catch. 1 out. Brings up Golden. Homered his last time up. Drove in 2 runs. He's also singled. Takes one in the dirt. 1-0. Curveball catches the low outside corner. 1-1 count now. Changeup inside. 2-1. Changeup in the middle portion of the zone. That's driven to right field. Down for a single. Luster cuts it off, though, and that will hold Bentley to third. Bases loaded now for Robertson, who's 0 for 2. Flew out and struck out. Woodrow remains out there to face him. Infield is in now. Infield is actually in double play death. My apologies. Looking to end the inning here. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Slider low and away, driven to right field, but it's right at Luster, and that's going to be the second out. We are not running on that arm. Bases remain loaded for Brennan, who's also over 2. He's flown out twice. Once to left and once to center. Fastball in there from Woodrow, 0-1. Slider was nowhere near the zone, 1-1. Slider again is outside, 2-1. Fastball high, 3-1 count now. Bases are loaded, remember. Down the middle fastball, grounded hard to chops, easy play, and that ends the inning. Through 4, 1 run scores. Sandcats tack on 4 hits, but only get the 1 run. Bottom 4, it's 11-0. Luster, low and chops, 2 up. There's Luster, 1 for 1 with the single. Low and away curve, taken for a strike from Roland, 0-1. Change it down and in, dribbled back to the mound. Roland backhands, goes to first, 1 down. Next up is Lowe. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. There's no official at bat yet. Fastball outside for a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, ripped to left center over the leaping Robertson's glove. That's into the gap, and that will get all the way to the wall. Marin plays to carry him well, and that'll hold him to just a single. That makes Lowe 1 for 1 on the day, and that'll bring up Chops, who's 0 for 1. Grounded into a double player last time up. Slider down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Change up and in, pulled foul, it's 0-2. Curveball down and in, taken in the dirt, just low, 1-2. Fastball up and away, popped up in front of the mound, Roland calling for it. Should be an easy second out. It is, 2 down in the inning. Runner still at first for Tantrum, who's 0 for 1. Slider just inside, 1-0. Fastball up and away for a strike, 1-1. Curveball down in the way, hard liner to second on the hop. Mosley fields and goes to first. That ends the inning. Moonstars tack on another hit, but Roland pitches around it. Top 5, it's 11-0. Top of the lineup, 2 up. Mosley, Mackey, and Cross for their 4th at bats against Woodrow. It's already over 70 pitches here as Mosley steps in, 1 for 3 with a double. Woodrow stays out there for the 5th inning to start it anyway. Fastball down the middle, fouled off by Mosley as he's late, 1-1. Changeup caught the outside corner, 1-2. Chased it in the dirt, Mosley down on strikes, and Woodrow's finally tense as the throw's made at first. 1 down, and here's Mackey, 1 for 3, singled in 2 runs earlier in the game. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Slider inside, taken deep to left center field. Does it have enough carry to get over the high wall? It's going to carry him off the wall out there as it pops to Blackburn. Mackey already on his way to third. The throw in time, and he's out. Credit him with a double, but he was over aggressive. 2 down, no one on for Cross now. Homered and singled twice. Way outside, ball 1. Change up outside, 2-0. Inside and high, 3-0. 4-pitch walk to Cross. I don't blame him for walking him. He's the hottest hitter in our lineup. That'll bring up Bentley, who's on fire. 3 for 3, homer, 2 singles, and 2 runs driven in. Woodrow is done as she gets through 4 2/3. And coming in is left-hander Killian Kent, who got demolished in Game 1. Here's a look at Kent's numbers on the playoffs so far. No wins or losses. ERA up over 9.5. Whip at over 2. 5 runs given up. 3 games pitched. 4 2/3 innings thrown. 8 hits given up with 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Batting average against is .421. Not great. See if the lefty can get out of this inning. Ball low, 1-0. 2-0 count to Bentley. He's in the driver's seat here. High fastball line to second, right at Sicily. That ends the inning. Sandcats work a walk, but do nothing with it. Bottom 5, Miles, Blackburn, and Sicily do up. Miles is 0 for 1 today. Slider away, low, ball 1. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 1-1. For a ball low and away, Miles gets a good piece of that. That's going to the right center gap. No one's going to run that down as it's all the way to the wall on a hop. Marin gets it in as Miles is digging for third. Mosley with the cut, fires it in, not in time. It's a leadoff triple for Miles. Using that great speed of his to put himself 90 feet away from scoring. And here's Blackburn. Singled his first at bat of the game. He's 1 for 1. Slider inside, hard line to the third. Kawaguchi fields, comes home with it in time to get Miles 1 down. Good backhand by Kawaguchi and great transfer to get the throw in. 1 retired on the fielder's choice, and here's Sicily, still hitless, 0 for 2 today. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Ball down and in, Sicily turns on it, but it's foul, 0-2. Change it up and in, pulled foul, she's still out in front of it, 0-2. Slider down in the way, 1 hopper to second, Mosley there, goes to second 1, Robertson the first, double play, and that ends the inning. Moonstars get another hit, but the run is cut down trying to score from third. Top 6, it's 11-0. Marin, Kawaguchi, and Golden do up. Marin is 3 for 3 today. He's singled 3 times and driven in 2 runs today. Good fastball from Kent, 0-1. Slider fisted to right field. Easy play for Luster out there. 1 down. Next up's Kawaguchi. Doubled in 2 runs earlier. She's 1 for 3. Slider down, hit up the middle, softly base hit for Kawaguchi. She's now 2 for 4. Puts her on at first with 1 down. Brings up Golden, who's 3 for 3, homers, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs today. Good up and in fastball from Kent, 0-1. Slider turned on, chops backhands, goes to second 1. Sicily to first, not in time, fielder's choice. 2 outs now for Robertson, who's 0 for 3. He's still hitless today. First pitch fastball, Robertson's under it as it's fouled back. Out of play, 0-1. Check high, 1-1. Hard liner to right field, that's down for a base hit. Robertson's first hit of the game. He's now 1 for 4. Brings up Brennan, who's 0 for 3 today. Catcher looking to get on base for the first time today. Fastball at the letters, 0-1. Slider low middle of the zone. That's hit back up the middle for a base hit. Runner's going to try and score. Throw is coming home. It is late. It's 12-0 as Brennan has a double now. 2 on now for Mosley in scoring position. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Kent will remain out there to face him. Sky ball to left center on the first pitch. It should be an easy catch by Tantrum to end the inning. It does. Sandcats, though, do tack on another run thanks to a double from Brennan. 12-0 your score to the bottom of the 6th. Dexteras, Song, and Luster do up. Dexteras 1 for 2 today with a single. Slider low, 1-0. Fastball low and away, hard ground to the short. Robertson over, knocks it down, fires to first. Gets him still in time, 1 out. Way to not panic from the unshortstop. Brings up Robert's Song, who's 0 for 2. Curveball down. Song waits back on it, drives it deep to right field. Does that have carry? Yes, it does. That's in the seats. First homer of the playoffs for Sack to Song and first run of the series for the Moonstars here in Game 2. Say we're shut out in Game 1. It is now 12-1. Next up is Luster, 1 for 2 with the single. Change it down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball up and in, high, 1-1. Fastball down and in, Luster waits back, drives it deep to right field. Is that back-to-back jacks? That's in the second deck. Yes, it is. First of the postseason for Luster. That makes it 12-2. Moonstars making some noise. Here's Lowe, 1 for 1 today, singled and walked. Slider inside, pop foul, out of play, 0-1. Fastball down on the way, 0-2 the count now. Change it up and in. Lowe pops that up foul. Kawaguchi over for it. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Chops, who's 0 for 2 today. Ball low, line to left center field, giving chase is Marin. He's got to lay out for it. It's out of his reach, and that gets all the way to the wall on a hop. double for chops as that keeps the inning alive. Good athletic play from Marin, but he was just little short. Next up is Tantrum, who's 0 for 2. RBI man will activate. Outfielder looking to drive in the run. Slider away, 0-1. Change it down and in. Hard hit up the middle. Robertson lays out. It's off his glove as it's into center field. Chops around third. Is going to try and score. Throw home is late. RBI single for Tantrum. It's now 12-3. Brings up Miles. 1 for 2 today with a triple. Fastball low and away outside. 1-0. Slider up and in. 1-1. Curveball low and away, called a strike. 1-2. Fastball down and in. Breaks Miles' bat as it's popped up. Robertson misses the ball. It's down for a hit. Marin gets it in for third. Just late as Tantrum is safe. Runners at the corners now for Blackburn. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Change up away. Low. Ball 1. Fastball inside. Hard hit between third and short. Diving's Kawaguchi. Gets up and fires to first. That will end the inning. Great play from the third baseman. Moonstars, though, get 3 back as they hit 2 solo homers and then drive in another run on an infield single. 12-3 your score to the 7th. Mackey, Cross, and Bentley due up. Mackey up first, 2 for 4, double and a single today. He's also driven in 2. Kent will remain out there to start the 7th. Takes one at the letters high, 0-1. Hit back at the middle, past the diving Sicily into right center. Base hit for Mackey. Makes him 3 for 5, and that brings up Cross, 3 for 3. Homer, 2 singles. He drew a walk his last time up. Slider away, driven deep to left field. Can that get over his head? Not quite. Tantrum makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 out. Not quite enough oomph. Next up is Bentley, 3 for 4. Homer and 2 singles today. Drove in 2. Slider low, hard 1 hopper to Sicily. Flips the second one, chops the first. Easy double play, and that ends the inning. Kent gives up a leadoff single, but pitches around it with the double play ball. Sandcats held scoreless. Bottom 7, 12-3 still the score. Top 3 due up. Roland's done after 6 innings of work. He gave up 10 hits with a walk, 3 earned runs, and a strikeout. He's leaving 10, so hopefully he's neutral by the time we get back to his next start, if he has a next start. Going to the bullpen, we will be bringing in left-hander Plaid Mahoney. Mahoney making his 2nd appearance of the playoffs. ERA is at a 20.25. Gave up 3 earned runs in an inning and a third pitched. 450 whip. I believe this was in game 1 of the series against the Blowfish. Gave up 6 hits. The batting average against the 600. Looking to cut down those numbers. He'll be facing a rattled Sicily to start. Curveball popped up foul. Kawaguchi back for it. Makes the catch in front of the Sandcats dugout. 1 out. Next up is Dexteres. 1 for 3 with the singles. The switch hitter will now bat right-handed. Fastball up and in, taken for a strike. 0-1. Slider down. Hard hit to right. Past the diving Bentley. That's a base hit. Mackey gets it in, but it's still a single. Runner on for Song, who homered his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today. Curveball fouled off as it's chased in the dirt. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Hard hit at the middle. Another base hit. 2 1-out hits here. Have the Moonstars with 2 on. Leads to Luster, who also homered his last time up. He's 2 for 3. Also singled and driven in a run on the homer. Fastball away. 1-0. 2-0 count. 3-0 count as Luster's being very patient here. Fastball down and in, called a strike, 3-1. Fastball down, full count now. Curveball down and in, hit up the middle softly. Robertson dives, flips to second, 1 out. 2 down in the inning as that's the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now for Lowe. It's 1 for 2 today, single and a walk. Curveball up and in, swung through it, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 0-2. Slider down and in, grounded to first, Bentley there. He'll go to the bag himself, and that will end the inning. Mahoney had a little bit of trouble as he gave up 2 hits, but he gets around them. Top 8, it's 12-3. Marin, Kawaguchi, and Golden do up. Marin's 3 for 4, singled 3 times, drove in 2. Kent stays out there to start the 8 as he's now up to neutral mojo. Change up low, 0-1. Slider hit up the middle, chops there for it, goes to first, 1 down. Next up is Kawaguchi, 2 for 4, double single and 2 RBIs today. Slider hard in the ground to short in the hole, diving his chops, cut it off. She'll fire to first, but that's way late for Kawaguchi, who flies. She's on with an infield single that brings up Golden, 3 for 4, homer, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Change up inside, ball 1. Change up low, 2-0 the count to Golden. Fastball up, line to center, that's down for a base hit. Puts runners at first and second now with 1 down as we head to the 8-hitter. Johan Robertson. 1 for 4 today with a single. Kent will exit here as long reliever Jacob Marshmallow is coming in. We did not see him in game 1 with number 1. We saw Keisha Mushara. So Marshmallow, no wins or losses. ERA is at 0. WHIP is at 2.00. He's given up no runs. 1 appearance, 2 innings thrown, 2 hits given up with a strikeout and 2 walks. He also hit a batter. Batting average against is a 286. So Marshmallow actually doesn't have that bad numbers. We have faced Marshmallow before in the playoffs. He was on the Heaters team that we defeated in the playoffs to win our first championship in year 5. He was not the losing pitcher. That was Glass High Arch, but Marshmallow was the reliever on the mound before him. Slider skied to left center field. That should be an easy play for Blackburn. It is, 2 down. Draw the throw. It's a good one as we stay at first and second. Brings up the 9-hitter Brennan, 1 for 4, doubled in a run his last time up. Forkball line pat to third, diving his dexterous to cut it off, and that's going to be out at first. What a play by Hanley as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 12-3 your score. Marshmallow gets out of a jam. Chops, Tantrum, and Miles do up here against Mahoney in his second inning of work. Chops doubled her last time up. She's now 1 for 3. Fastball in there, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, dribbled to short. Robertson there for a high hopper. He goes to first, 1 down. Next up's Tantrum, 1 for 3. Singled in a run his last time up. Curveball down in the way, dribbler, high hopper up the line, but foul. Bentley makes sure he fields it foul. Fastball up and in, line to left center, over the leaping Robertson's glove. That's going to get all the way to the wall out there. As Marin misses it off the wall, it'll be easy double there as Tantrum standing up. He's in scoring position now for the 8-hitter Turbo Miles. He tripled his last time up. He's also singled today. Fastball up and in, 0-1. Slide down in the way, check swing, 1-1. Fastball down and in, line to right field. That's a base hit as Miles is now 3 for 5. Mackey comes up throwing for the plate, and that will hold the runner to third. Runners at the corners for Blackburn, who's 1 for 3 today with the single. Curveball down in the way as he's out in front of that, pulls it foul, 0-1. Slider up and in, taken high, 1-1. Fastball down and in, check swing, 1-2, the count now. Slider down in the way, chased it, strike 3. Good pitch from Mahoney, 2 down. Brings up Sicily, 0 for 4 and still rattled. Fastball up and in on the first pitch, driven deep to left field. That's going to hit off the high wall out there and score at least 1. Bounces off of Golden's glove as that's going to ricochet away. He's coming home with a throw. Just late, it's a 2-run double for Sicily. It's now 12-5. Brings up Dexteras, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Slider inside, 1-0. Curveball down in the way, dribbler to second, right at Mosley. He'll go to first, that'll end the inning. But the Moonstars get 2 back on a 2-run double by Sicily as they cut it down to 7. Top 9, Mosley, Mackey, and Cross do up against Marshmallow. Here's Mosley, 1 for 5 with the double. Outside, called strike, 0-1. Inside with that one now, 0-2. Fastball up, Mosley lines to center, but it's right at Blackburn, 1 down. Brings up Mackey, 3 for 5, double, 2 singles, drove in 2 runs so far. Slider down and in, and Mackey crushes that one deep to left field. That is over the high wall. That is a home run fourth of the postseason, I should say, for Mackey. That makes it a 13-5 game. Slider caught a bit too much in the middle of the plate, and that'll bring up Cross. 3 for 4 today, homer, 2 singles. He's also walked today. .3-0 count to Cross quickly. Caught the strike, caught the corner, 3-1. Fouled off, full count still. Outside ball 4, second walk of the day for Cross as he's on. 1 down in the inning for Bentley, 3 for 5, homer and 2 singles. Drove in 2 runs. Hanging slider, driven liner to center. Blackburn catches it in front of the wall though for the second out as he played it well. 2 down now in the inning, and that'll set up the 6-hitter, or 5-hitter. Ivan Marin, center fielder, is 3 for 5 today with 3 singles. Drove in 2 runs. Slider up and in, driven deep to left center field. Will that get to the gap? Actually, one hops to the base of the walls. The ricochet gets by the center fielder. Double for Marin as the cross will come all the way in to score from first. It's now 14-5. Brings up Kawaguchi, 3 for 5, double, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. Outside with the changeup, 1-0. Slided down and then lined up the middle. Lie out by Chops, and that ends the inning. Sandcats get the 2 runs back, though, as it's now 14-5 off a homer and a double. Bottom 9, Song, Luster, and Lower, the last chances for the Moonstars here to keep their season alive. Song's 2 for 4, homer and a single today. Honey's going to start the inning. He runs into trouble. We bring in Porchetto, the rookie. Fastball away, a call to strike, 0-1. Curveball down and in, 0-2 the count now. Slider inside, 1-2. Fastball inside, 2-2. Curveball down and away, grounded to short. Robertson there for it. Goes to first, 1 down. Next up is Luster, 2 for 4, homer and a single today. Fastball low, 1-0. Slider inside, 2-0. Curveball low, grounded to second, right at Mosley on the backhand, 2 down. Next up is Low, 1 for 3, single and a walk today. Slider up and in high, 1-0. Fastball inside, skied to right field. Mackey over for it near the line. He's calling for it. And that is a sweep of the Moonstars, ladies and gentlemen, as the Sandcats win in dominating fashion, 14-5. They outscored the Moonstars in the series, 31-5. Sandcats get 14 runs on 24 hits. Moonstars 5 runs on 15. Look at the line scores. Everyone on our team got a hit. Homers today for Mackey, Cross, and Bentley, as well as Golden. And on the other side, saw homers for Song and Luster. Everyone on their team also managed at least 1 hit. RBIs also for Sicily and Tantrum. Looking at the pitching lineups, Rowland gets the win. He goes 6 innings, 10 hits, given up with a walk, 3 earned runs. Gets the win. And Mahoney goes 3 innings to get the 3-inning save, despite giving up 2 earned runs and 5 hits. Woodrow takes the loss, only going 4 2/3 innings, 16 hits, given up with a walk, 11 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 3 homers given up. She falls to 1-1 in the playoffs, as Kent and Marshmallow did all right out of the bullpen, only giving up 3 runs combined. But it was too little, too late. Mackey is your player of the game. He goes 4 for 6, homer and a double, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Cross goes 3 for 4, homer, RBI, 4 runs, and 2 walks. And then Golden goes 4 for 5, homer, 2 double, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. So who will be our opponent in the finals? Will the wide load sweep and remain perfect as well? Or will we be facing the Buzzards after they force Game 3? Or will we face the wide loads after Game 3? Who knows? Let's see how this shakes out here. Here we go. Buzzards force Game 3, winning 3-1. Wildloads jump out early to a 5-0 lead, and they pummel the Buzzards 14-2. winning in 3, but that means that the Wide Loads will not have their ace starting pitcher for this series. We will have our ace Tapia go first, followed I was saying before the mic disconnected. Tapia will go first, followed by Mondo and Weeby. For the Wide Loads, they'll have 2-pitcher Latoya Lumberg, who's an original member of their team, Skinner, and Kerry Wayward, who they picked up from the Overdogs. They're 2, 3, and 4 pitchers. Alright, here's the lineup we're going to have for that game. We will go over that momentarily. I'm going to be stopping the stream here to close this one out, and then we will dive into this matchup here in the next episode as we look to finish off these playoffs tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. This is the Nasty One, signing off.